Good morning, happy Tuesday. It's your girl Isabel. Welcome to Cafesito Tuesday. Make sure you subscribe below so you don't miss any videos. Give this video a thumbs up and let's get into it. I woke up early because I've been feeling like the Lord wants me to wake up with him and spend time with him. And honestly, it's been a rough, couple of months again. I feel like the people that have a big calling usually go through a lot of chaos sometimes. Usually, today I'm not drinking coffee. Actually, I'm actually having some tea. But we still, you know what I'm saying? We still need some caffeine. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's get into this. My topic today is breaking down in the breakdown, and it doesn't mean like be a disaster. It means like allow God to remold you during what you're going through. And this has been a very difficult month or two, and usually when I'm going through stuff I don't want to share. I actually want to disappear. I'm one of those people. I'm a runner. And I went through something really difficult with my son about 2 years ago, and then the pandemic happened, and then I was like, okay, that's my testimony. Like, that's what I'm going through. I'm not gonna have any more trials. Psych. And then right now I'm just going through something that I was like very heartbroken about, very disappointed, very frustrated. I didn't see this coming type of thing. And a few years ago I was having dreams about storms and tornadoes and all this stuff, and it's almost like God was trying to warn me already. And if you stay in tune, if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. And I don't think I was ready. But I feel like I still have to encourage people through this, because there will be people who will unfortunately go through what I'm going through and more. This weekend I actually went to a women's retreat at my church. Boom. And it's for Deborah's Army. It was amazing. I reconnected with a lot of people that I haven't talked to in a long time, and in perfect timing God allowed me to reconnect with people that I haven't connected with in a while, that I need in this season. And after going through so many things, it's breaking me down to the point where the pride has gone down. And I need my friends in this situation. I need accountability. I need a word of counsel from my accountability partners. When I feel like wilding out, when I feel like acting out in my flesh, they're there to be like, no girl, you need to chill. During this time of like waking up early, I've allowed God to be my strength. And it's funny because one of the speakers, she was talking about like basically you're like a tree and you have roots, and we might look good on the outside, but when things happen, your roots are exposed. All this hurt, this pain, trauma that you've been through, that you've not allowed yourself to really go through it, and you just kind of like sweep it under. But then all of a sudden your like roots are exposed and you're like rotting from underneath. I've learned not to dread the season. And so that's what I say to you. If you're watching this, do not dread the season that you're in right now. Feel what you feel so that you can heal from those things and allow God to really reshape you for the season that you're about to go into. Let God in those areas that, like for me, I struggle with getting deep with people because I don't want to be disappointed. And so one day when I was praying, I was like, God, I'm scared to get deep with you because I know it's going to cost me a lot. I don't want to get deep with you because I have that fear. And I just felt like so much peace in that moment. And when you let God in, he can do what he needs to do. Sometimes he has to allow us to go through things and allows us to be uncomfortable so that, you know, he can shake us up and he can remove those things in our life that are A, not pleasing to him, but B, that are gonna cause us to stumble. Uh-oh, my kids are waking up. Another thing that you know, the speaker was saying was, in our weakest moments we're the strongest, because when we let God be our strength, we're literally the strongest. So yes, you may feel like you can't breathe and you're not gonna make it through, and oh my gosh, why is this happening, and you just feel heartbroken. Like, I look at pictures of myself in those moments and I'm like, nobody probably had no idea that I was literally in a breakdown season. But the difference in this season is that I chose not to stay down. I chose not to, you know, be a victim. I chose not to let it break me, and I chose to, you know, run to God instead of running away from God. And I've seen how much my heart has strengthened and how much strength I've been given in this season compared to versus whatever happened. I will not break down, and I will not bend, and I will not give up. I'm not gonna allow my situation and my circumstance to allow me to be silent. I will not allow the enemy to scare me, you know, into fear of worrying about the what ifs. I'm gonna allow God to be my strength. Another thing that I feel like is important when you're in a breakdown season is being transparent. Being transparent and being vulnerable. That's something that is very hard for me. Even though I'm emotional, that's not the same thing. Being emotional and vulnerable is two different things. I've always been a person that I keep my stuff to myself. I don't want people in my business. I don't want people to judge me or the people that I'm close to. And you want to protect, but there are seasons and there are times, which you should always pray about this, when it is okay and whom it is okay to trust with these secret things, with these important things. And in this season I have my 3-4 people that I call, and like I'm like, oh my gosh, like I've never been so vulnerable around anybody. And it's okay. It actually has empowered me, and it's made me feel strong, and it's made me feel like I'm not alone. We have to make ourselves available. We have to be willing to speak it out. Like this weekend, we had to be in different groups in the retreat, and my group, I was like so happy because these were a lot of like older women, you know, strong women who have been through stuff. My pastor, and I felt like I can, even though I didn't know them, I felt like I could speak this out, and I'm saying I'm not going to accept the situation that's happening. The enemy is a liar, and I am going to conquer. I am going to be a more than a conqueror through this. And you know, I'm sharing my testimony so that I could be freed up in that situation. I felt so powerful after that. Definitely you want to get accountability. You want to get your peoples who are going to pray with you. That's so important. Like, I don't know why people don't pray. It's like there's a moment, you know, that you feel weak, pray about it. If somebody's telling you something that they're going through, pray for them right then and there. Start to feel that fear, and you know, you start to feel worried. Remember what God has promised you. Remember all the times in your life that he's been faithful. Remember his promises. Yield to him. Allow him to come in front of you and take the situation and turn it around. And not only that, he knows what's best for us. As much as it hurts and it's scary to pray that, I'm like, Lord, whatever is your will. Whatever is your will. You know the desires of my heart. It even says that he will give us the desires of our heart if we seek him first. But sometimes what we think that we want, might not be good for us, and it might not be forever. Maybe it's just in a season. But the whole point of today is like, if you are going through something, go through it. Feel the pain, feel the anguish, feel the sadness, feel the worry, but don't stay in that place. And choose joy. Prophesy over your situation. Every day for a few weeks, I was like, God, give me peace where I feel anxiety. Give me joy where I feel sadness. God, be my comfort. When I'm lonely, when I'm sad, when I'm angry, God, help me have self-control. Silence my mouth. I'd rather be silent than say something that I regret or that I'm going to hurt somebody with. I'm learning that. Get with Him. It's gonna be all right. Get your army, your little army, your people that you trust, and get through this. I pray that whatever you're going through, that you just continue to trust God, trust Him in the process, and it's gonna work out for you. Thank you for joining me this morning with your coffee. You guys, stay strong. It's gonna be all right. You're gonna make it. And join me next Tuesday for Cafesito Tuesday. Subscribe, like this video, share it. I love y'all. Peace.